Welcome everybody watching it on the SJCC softball channel. Steve Sciplin, Matt Faulcon, you know who we are. Coming to you from LadyJag's field. It is a non-conference matchup between the Cabrillo Seahawks and SJCC Jaguars. Jags come into this game with a 4-4 record following a pair of losses at Consumus on Tuesday, and Cabrillo comes in at 1-5 with a couple of losses at COS and Delta on Saturday. And different start to the season to what we've been used to the last couple of years, but it is weird. But young team, mostly for the first time in a couple of years, is mostly freshmen, and just got some learning to do.
They got some learning to do, but they absolutely have some talent on this team. They have some hitters who can really swing it. They got some pitchers who can really throw it, and they're still waiting on the return of some players who have been suffering from some injuries. So there's more to come for this SJCC team, as here they come. They get ready for their pregame picture, but there's a lot to come from them. I have good expectations for them. As the season goes along, they'll continue to get better, they'll get more comfortable, and they'll get more confident. I think that's the biggest thing right now, is them just flexing their confidence.
Yeah, and something they were able to do last Saturday was just put the Sierra game, air game, and just completely forget about it out and put it away. They had it away with what they were able to do against Redwoods and Reedley. But real quick, we'll bring you the team stats powered by Presto Sports. It's a sports, and it hasn't really been a great year pitching, just numbers-wise, from Cabrillo, as they do come in with a 7.21 ERA. But as we've seen multiple times, it might not be as simple as just the pitching not being there. I mean, it could just be some great spots that they just couldn't get filled in. And that's something that we're going to find out in a few minutes. But they do come in hitting at 248, 38. Still looking for the first home run on the year. You're hoping that one does not come here today. Jags come in and throwing at 335. They've hitting the ball at an average of 275. The one home run, but could easily be a few more, and hoping that we can get a couple more here today.
This would be a good day to do it. It's a little bit warmer than it's been at the beginning of the last few home games. There's been a lot of wind also. So, again, another knock on wood, hope that the weather stays the same, or, by all means, hope it gets better. This Jags team's been swinging the bats pretty well. They're hitting the ball, but they got to pitch, and they got to play good, sound defense, and that was a little bit of a struggle in the games against CRC. So we'll see if they take that leap forward here today.
All right, so that will do it here for the pregame show. When we come back, it'll be the start of one of 3 matchups against Cabrillo. And when we're about ready to go, we will display the lineups, and we'll see you here on the other side.
walking.
He came to work every day driven to be better than he was before, driven for the team to be better than they were yesterday,
Today, let's go.
driven for the team to be better than they were last year.
Over 4 decades, Coach Carr notched more than 900 wins, the most in California community college history. He also took 8 Jaguar teams to the state tournament, won 12 conference championships, and he coached 17 first-team All-State players. Even more impressive, Coach Carr is the winningest black coach in U.S. collegiate basketball history. And in 1998, he was inducted into the California Community College Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame.
This man. Back here at LadyJag's field for a non-conference game between the Cabrillo Seahawks and SJCC Jaguars. Steve Sciplin along with the icon, Matt Faulcon. Not just an icon, we got an icon living. Even the starting pitcher for the Jags will be Chelsea Raymond. She's making her 8th appearance and her 6th start on the season. Comes in with a 3-1 record and a 6.33 ERA.
I don't even know how to measure up to that intro, man. That was awesome, man. Icon living, I'll take it. Chelsea Raymond did have to kind of get thrust into an emergency role against Cosumnes River after the injury to Elena Valdez. We'll get you that along with the starting lineups and the game action coming right now.
All right, and starting it off for Cabrillo will be Dylan Vasconcelos. She comes in hitting at a team leading 583 and second on the team with 3 RBIs.
Very gaudy batting average. Stands in. First pitch of the ball game on the way. Here it is from Chelsea Raymond, and it's in the dirt. First pitch, 3:04 p.m. Game time temperature, 59 degrees.
All right, so everybody at home, you know what the situation is now. All right, so fielding situation has changed just a little bit, and we'll get that after this pitch.
Here's the 1-0. Swung on and fouled out of play off the right field line.
All right, so infield, for the most part, remains the same with Venegas, Smith, and Sandoval at third, short, and second. Gabby Jordan will make the start at first. Shades will move over to left. Felix still in center, and Jade Henry will back up into right with Deja Jimenez still behind the plate.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one's in the dirt. Good block by Jimenez. It does squirt away, but no one on base. So 2 balls, 1 strike. This defense is similar to what Coach Rooney had in the lineup against CRC on Tuesday, at least in game 1 of the doubleheader. Elena Valdez got the start in that game. In the 3rd inning, a really rugged play happened as Vasconcelos takes a ball off the inside. The count moved to 3-1. It was it was just a scary, scary play that took place. Here's the 3-1. That's down low for ball 4. So Chelsea Raymond walks the leadoff hitter, and Vasconcelos will reach to start the ball game.
All right, and that will bring Cassidy Bennett, the freshman from Eureka, not Eureka up near the Oregon border, but coming out of Eureka High School. Comes into the game hitting at 375 with 3 RBIs and a team leading 4 steals.
So Bennett stands in batting from the left side. Runner at first, nobody out here in the top of the 1st inning. Chelsea Raymond, first pitch. Runner goes. Here's the throw down. Smith's got it. The tag is late. The throw was a bit high. And in safely with a stolen base is Dylan Vasconcelos. So a runner at second base. The count is 1 ball, no strikes to Cassidy Bennett. So I did want to accurately report what happened with Elena Valdez. The 1-0 is in the dirt for a ball, 2 balls, no strikes. Vasconcelos got a pretty good-sized lead away from the bag. So Jags got to be smart here defensively and make sure they don't give up that extra 60 feet. In addition to that, you want to make sure that you're not allowing any free bases due to defensive mental mistakes. This is a pitch that's in the dirt for a ball, 3 balls and no strikes. So Chelsea Raymond, a little bit of a wild hair up her nose real quick to start the game. Got to find the strike zone. The middle of the order looms Sofia Mendoza and Aaliyah Gomez, the next 2 batters for the Seahawks. Three balls, no strikes, the pitch. That's very high, ball 4. So it resets the force play, but it also puts 2 on with nobody out for the middle of the order.
All right, and it'll be Sofia Mendoza coming up. Comes into the game hitting at 118, 3 RBIs, and a double on the year.
While we have a break here, what happened in the 3rd inning of that game, the pitcher Trinity Jordan for Cosumnes River hit a absolute rocket right back up the middle, and it squared up Elena Valdez right in the ribs. She tried to reach out with the glove to make a play, and it just wasn't happening. She missed the ball and hit her right in the ribs, and it kind of messed her up. She had to come out of the game. The throw down to third, tag, not in time. As that pitch was a little bit low and in the dirt, Jimenez made a good throw over there. Carissa Smith ran over to cover the bag on the crash from Venegas, and it was well executed by the Jags defense. They just couldn't record the out. That tag was just a split second late. Good speed from Vasconcelos. So 1 ball, no strike, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. The pitch. There's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Valdez came out of that game, and she said she was having a bit of a hard time breathing. It was a struggle for her trying to get through, but she battled it out for the Jags in game 2. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Is a called strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is definitely a strikeout situation with 2nd and 3rd. And nobody out. Squares around the bunt. Pulls it back and hits a ground ball to Sandoval. She's got it. She's going to come home with it. The tag is there in time. Got the out. Great play by Kaya Sandoval at second base, who has been one of the stellar defensive performers for this Jags team for the last 2 seasons. Gets the out there. So 1st and 3rd, 1 out, and the score remains tied at 0.
Yeah, and that will bring Aaliyah Gomez. Comes in hitting at 375. 3 RBIs and 4 stolen bases.
The most impressive thing about that play from Sandoval was the location of the throw. Bunt attempt, and the ball is thrown into center field on the throw down on the steal. Throw to the plate is going to be cut off by Raymond. The throw to third is in plenty of time, and they've got Mendoza trying to take third. So a little bit of a confusing play there. The runner at first, Mendoza, tried to steal second, and Jimenez threw the ball down, and it went into center field. On the throw into center field, Bennett came in to score. So it's 1-0 Cabrillo. And then on that throw into center field, Mendoza tried to take third and was thrown out after a well-timed cutoff by Chelsea Raymond. So interesting play there. 2 outs, and the 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike. So if the idea and the objective was just get a run home, and good work by the Seahawks, they did lose the back runner on the fielder's choice, and then erased on that caught stealing attempt. Here's a pitch in there for a called strike. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Squares around the bunt, pulls it back, and then takes one in the dirt for a ball, 2-2. So the Seahawks get a 1-0 lead without getting a hit. A couple of walks, a fielder's choice, a couple steals, and then an E2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on it, missed strike 3. Chelsea Raymond battles back to get the strikeout, and the inning is over. They do get a run. As it was mentioned, no hits in the inning and no runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 Seahawks here in San Jose.
Back here, bottom of the first, and it will be Melissa Felix leading off for the Jags. She comes in hitting at .423 with 3 RBIs and 7 runs scored.
We have some business to address about what happened on Sunday. We'll get to that in a moment. Melissa Felix stands in. First pitch on the way. In there for a called strike. It's 0-1. The Cabrillo defense, it's Gonzalez in left, Campbell in center, is a returner from last year, and Maddie Tara is in right field. Cassidy Bennett at third with Aaliyah Gomez at short. Vasconcelos, the leadoff hitter, is at second, and Van Eck is at first with Mendoza, the number 3 hitter, doing the catching. The pitch. Felix hits one on the ground off the first baseman, and it's picked up and thrown to first. Covering was Vasconcelos. Nice play by Van Eck for the out, and there's one gone here in the first.
All right, now we'll bring up Kaya Sandoval, who has moved up from up to the number 2 spot. Comes in hitting at .316 with an RBI and looking for a career home run number 2.
And they're playing her shallow in the outfield again, Steve. We'll see what she does. She bunts it. It's a Pearl. Picked up at third to throw to first. Nice play by Bennett just in time to get Kaya Sandoval. So 2 softly hit ground balls and 2 outs here in the first.
Batting third.
All right, that'll bring Malia Venegas up. Hitting at .292 with an RBI and 3 steals.
2 down. Venegas, open stance, batting from the left side. The pitch. Runs up and takes a strike right down the heart of the plate. It's 0-1. Defense really, really playing shallow for these Jags hitters. A lot more so than you might imagine.
Yeah, and going back to that last at-bat, I mean, I talked to Kaya after the Redwood game, and she did say that she felt disrespected by that.
There's a swing and a pop-up, third base side, foul territory, and the catch is made by Bennett to retire the side. So the Jags go quickly and quietly in the top of the first with a couple of ground balls and a pop out. We go to the second inning. It's the Seahawks by 1-0 here in San Jose.
Back here for the top of inning number 2. It is the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, and it will be Jamie Van Eck starting it off. She comes up hitting at 375 and a team leading 4 RBIs on the year.
So Van Eck stands in, first pitch. In there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Now, we mentioned some business that we need to address about what happened on Sunday. Because we had some streamers on here on the YouTube stream talking about some Eagles. And to my knowledge, now correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, because you know I've been known to be wrong before. Swing and a miss by Van Eck, and it's 0-2. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure the Eagles lost the football game to the Chiefs, who had an injured quarterback. All right, I'm gonna leave it.
It happened. It happened.
Swing and a miss on a pitch at her eyes. Strike 3. That's out number 1 here in the second.
All right, and that will bring Liana Gonzalez.
You got me saying the wrong names over here. Hey, you got us on air. The cameras are on. You saw that. It was an accident. It was Steve's fault.
Cool. well, Gonzalez comes up hitting at 273 on the year. I don't even know what else I was looking at.
This pitch is in the dirt, bounces, I think, on home plate. Good block by Jimenez for ball 1. In softball, particularly against teams with good speed, the blocks, when you block the ball in the dirt, it's got to be right by the plate for you to make that throw because they will move quick. This is a strike on the inside corner, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now, at some point today, I do need to address something big that happened last night. Don't know when I'm going to do it, but if you weren't on campus last night, something happened. If you were here, you already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is big school news, and it goes beyond just San Jose City College. It's going to be a fun next few weeks for this school. 2 balls, 1 strike. Chelsea Raymond delivers. Ooh, that one was pretty close, but it's called a ball, maybe a little bit low. It's 3 balls, 1 strike. Jimenez didn't catch it cleanly. That might have influenced the call. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Chelsea trying to battle back. 3-1 pitch is right down the middle. Strike 2 called. The last 2 batters, Gomez and Van Eck, both strikeout victims. Gonzalez now in a 2-strike count. See if they can get 3 in a row. The pitch popped up, first base side. Gabby Jordan back, and she will make the catch. Kaya Sandoval was there to back her up. That's out number 2.
All right, and that will bring Brooke Campbell up. Comes in hitting at 158 with 2 RBIs on the season. Almost said BRI. Don't know how.
I don't think nobody in the broadcast booth ate their breakfast today. First pitch is up high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, didn't nobody in the broadcast booth eat their breakfast today. We up in here struggling.
It's been a long 2 weeks. Weeks, and we still got to get to Sunday.
Yeah, man. You're right. That pitch is a little bit low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Brooke Campbell, one of the returning players for Cabrillo, had quite the game against the Jags last season. 2-0 pitch is up and in for a ball, 3-0. The big name and the big swing in the Cabrillo-San Jose matchup last year was off the bat of the pitcher, Jelena Mercier. She hit a long home run in game 1 of their season matchup. That home run was actually the only run Cabrillo scored. And this pitch misses outside for a ball, so a 4-pitch walk to Campbell, and that'll bring up Veronica Alvarez.
And she comes up hitting at an even 100. We're going 1 for 10 so far this season.
First pitch on the way. It's down low, and they threw behind the runner. Throw to second, and they got her in a rundown. Pickle. Here they go. Gabby Jordan tags her out on the base pass, and the inning is over. So Brooke Campbell got a really big lead off of first base, and Deja Jimenez threw behind her, which is usually a recipe for disaster, but the Jags executed that perfectly with a couple of good throws and a well-executed pickle tag on Campbell. So the inning ends there. They faced the minimum, a strikeout, a pop-out, and Brooke Campbell caught trying to steal second. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's still 1-0 Seahawks.
All right, back here for the bottom of the second, and it will be Jade Henry coming up. Comes in hitting at 375, a home run, team leading 12 RBIs. And we'll see if she can bring the magic stick to the plate.
Right. Had a really good day in Sacramento at Casumas River. First pitch to her is a called strike, and I know that was a hard pitch to take. I got a chance to speak to Jade Henry after game 1 at CRC, and she had mentioned that she's a very aggressive hitter and does like to attack the first pitch, especially those high ones. It's hard to lay off. So she takes a high strike, no balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one's up at the letters for a ball, and it's 1-1. Jaguars sporting their brand new pinstripe jerseys with the SJCC and yellow lettering across the chest with the yellow lining around the numbers in purple. I like them. They're nice. Purple pinstripes as that pitch is up high for a ball, 2-1. They're pitching Jade Henry high. I don't know how good of an idea that is. Jade has doubled a number of times this year. That number is 5. And she's got a home run. So be very careful. 2-1 pitch. is a hard grounder to third. She hit it very sharply. The throw to first is nice scoop at first by Van Eck. Bennett was the one who made the play at third, and they get Jade Henry for out number 1. She hit that ball very hard and just right to a glove. So 1 gone for Deja Jimenez.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Deja Jimenez.
All right, and she comes up hitting at 211 with 3 RBIs on the year. But if it wasn't for the fact that it went down, I feel like that would have been number 6 for her.
Yeah, that was a shot. First pitch to Deja Jimenez is a swing on a high fly ball to left field. Going back on it is Gonzalez, and at the edge of the warning track makes the catch. That was hit really, really high. I think Jimenez just got underneath it for out number 2.
And that will bring Gabby Jordan up.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, Gabby Jordan.
Comes up hitting at 364 with an RBI, stolen the base, and if my memory is right, just the second or third time she's been in the starting lineup?
She did get a couple starts at first base at CRC.
Okay, so it's more like 5 or 6.
She's working her way up the number of starts ladder as the first pitch is a kind of wide, didn't have to be a strike. It's 0-1. Gonzalez was doing the pop-up dance a little bit in left field on that fly ball. One of the old. And then look what I found as she got to the edge of the warning track. 0-1 is crushed to deep center field. Brooke Campbell goes back and at the wall, looks up, and it's overhead off the wall. Jordan will coast into second with a 2-out stand-up double. Gabby Jordan with a big swing of the bat just missed a home run by a few feet. And there's now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Chelsea Raymond.
Hey, maybe she got away into the lineup for a reason. All right, and Chelsea comes up hitting at 375.
Chelsea Raymond.
Still looking for career home run number 1, and is a great opportunity to get her first RBI of the season.
Campbell looked like that. The depth of that ball kind of shocked her a little bit. They are playing pretty shallow. That first pitch is inside corner, called strike 1, 0-1 to Chelsea Raymond. But we mentioned earlier that they were playing pretty shallow. She was about a couple steps behind the Jags logo in straightaway center field when Jordan connected on that ball. Here's the 0-1. That's up high and dropped by the catcher, but no go from Gabby Jordan. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cabrillo from, what is it, Aptos, Steve?
Yeah.
From Aptos, California. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit a fister off the hands right to the second baseman, Vasconcelos. Picked up and thrown to Van Eck for the out, and the inning is over. The Jags do threaten with the 2-out double, but they do not score. We go to the 3rd inning. It's 1-0 Seahawks.
Back here, top of the 3rd, it is the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Cabrillo, and it will be Veronica Alvarez coming back up.
Leading off the top of the 3rd, Batting eighth, the designated player, Veronica Alvarez.
All right, so a question was just asked just a minute ago that you'll see both the question and the result of, and there should be both the question and the answer will be released behind the scenes, and the answer is we're trying to think of the answer.
Oh, man. First pitch to Alvarez is a swing and a miss for the first strike. The 0-1 is very high into the backstop, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. We could probably ask the listeners this question. They could put their answers in the comments. They're going to cheat and say their own kid, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
But
ain't-
but this doesn't mean we can't put it out there. Favorite Jaguar softball player, who is it?
is a swing and a foul back to the screen. And this is all time. It does not have to be this season. You can say your favorite player this season. You can say your favorite player from any season. That's an interesting question now that you mention it, because now I don't know. That's so many great players.
Anybody that has played here going back to 1921. That's when the school opened. So you got to go all the way back.
This pitch is off the inside for a ball, 2-2. Favorite Jaguar, Arnold.
Okay, if we're not talking about players, then yes, he's on the list.
Hey, man, you said 1921. Arnold was already old by then, so I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, that's true. Man, this man was working here for 500 years.
500. And that was just before he said he was going to retire. But you know he's never going to actually retire. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hey, all jokes aside, shout out Arnold Salazar, former athletic trainer. That's my guy. 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Swung on and popped foul back to the screen. And we'll reset and do it again at 3-2.
See, this man joked around more than anybody in the history of the universe.
Oh, dude.
Universe. He's gotten this man more than a few times.
About the same play. It was one play. Oh, man. 3-2 pitch is high for ball 4, so a leadoff walk for Alvarez. That is back-to-back walks, despite Campbell being caught stealing.
And that will bring the number 9 hitter, Matty Tara, comes in hitting at 167. Doesn't have an RBI yet, but does have a stolen base.
Tara, open stance, batting from the left side. First pitch on the way is a bunt. And it's a beauty. Picked up by Raymond, throw to first, and plenty of time to get Tara coming down the line. That's out number 1, and down to second goes Alvarez.
The second baseman, Dylan Vasconcelos.
All right, back to the top of the order with Vasconcelos, who took a 5-pitch walk and was tagged out on the way home.
Did pick up a couple of steals on her way home before being tagged out. A nice throw by Kaya Sandoval. First pitch is up high for a ball, 1-0. When you think about your favorite Jag players all time, it's easy to think, oh, the big home run hitters. Both Matty Gallagher, Matty Ribeiro, they're both home run hitters. Kiana, Dre, I think about defense. Who was the best defensive player? You know what I mean? Who played the most sound, fundamental defense?
If we're not talking about people who are here right now, one name does come up when you say that specifically, and it's a Matty. And it's a Matty, but probably not the one that a lot of people at home are thinking of right now.
There are a lot of Matties in this organization. This pitch is down low for a ball, 2 balls, 1 strike.
So when you're talking about just that one area of the field, the name that comes to my mind is actually Matty Carlson.
Yeah, good call. That's a very good call, and a heck of a player. Matty Carlson's a gamer, man. I still remember her first home run. There's a shot up the middle, base hit to center field. Felix will come up throwing, hits the cutoff, and that's Carissa Smith. And it'll be first and third. So Vasconcelos with a single, her first hit of the game, reaches base safely for the second time. And you got to imagine that first and third play will definitely be on as Deja Jimenez calls out a defensive play to her team.
All right, and that brings Cassidy Bennett back up, who took a 4-pitch walk and is the only run scored in the game so far.
Maddie Carlson's a really good pick. In my head, one of my all-time favorite Jags is Keelan Spencer. Just heard
Oh, yeah.
being a defensive specialist, really. I mean, she could pick it clean at shortstop. First pitch is high and outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. But she also could hit. I mean, she knocked quite a few balls out of the yard. She was great on the base pass. She had really good speed. She had great range defensively. She was a great teammate. Hey, you talk about a good 5-tool all-around player. Keelan Spencer's one of the better all-time Jags. I don't know if I could pick a best or like an all-time favorite because there's so many good picks. And there's no bad picks. Like, the ladies are all great. Every year, they're great. And they always go to the playoffs. They always make this job fun. So it's hard to pick one favorite, but there's a couple players that do stand out. 2-0 pitch is high. 3 balls, no strikes.
All right, so the real challenge question would be all-time starting 9.
Oh,
That would be a real question.
That's a great. You know what? I'm about to write it out. I'm about to write it out, and then share it at the end of the game. That's a great question. This is a podcast question. Oh man. 3-0 pitch is up high, ball 4. So now they're loaded for the heart of the order. Second walk of the day for Cassidy Bennett, and now Sofia Mendoza.
All right, Mendoza comes up 0 from 1, reaching on a fielder's choice, and was tagged out on her way to third.
Raymond dealt with the 3-4-5 of the order earlier in the game. We'll see if she can do it again. First pitch is high to the backstop. The runner does not go. Probably a wise decision. They did come back to the plate pretty quickly, and Chelsea was there to cover the plate. So 1 ball, no strikes.
All right, so another. All right, so we actually are talking about an all-time list. We played with some of these guys. Who is all-time football team a team from when we were here at least?
Oh man.
Yeah, because after 2018, I'm probably the only one that can answer it between the two of us. But that 15 to 18, like who would be on it?
This pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Jimenez, and keeps the runner at third. But it's 3-0 now, and you have nowhere to put Sofia Mendoza, so you got to throw a strike here. Time is called, and it'll be a player-to-player meeting. So while we have a moment, we can go ahead and address this. So.
I already know who 2 of them are going to be.
Us.
Well, okay.
Us. I'm putting me at tight end. I do like Will Schwartz, though. Will Schwartz is
4.
He's a heck of a tight end, man.
Okay. Well, let me change that. I know who 4 of them are going to be.
Okay, cool.
Or be. So
Offense or defense? What are we talking about?
Both. But
Okay.
the two ones on that come to end my first for me are on offense.
Okay.
Quarterback that ended up transferring out to Hampton, Delman Williams.
Dell, man. Dell.
And then running back that went out to San Jose State, Dejon Packer.
Rest in peace, Dejon Packer. That's my dog, man.
He was the guy for 2 years.
Yeah, definitely. That's ball 4 on a pitch that was pretty good. So Raymond's walked in a run. It's 2-0 Cabrillo. So 3 straight walks. Well, 3 walks in the inning. It was a walk, a sack bunt, single, and then 2 more walks.
All right, and that will bring Aaliyah Gomez up, who struck out swinging the last time up. But hey, people at home, if you got some names, go ahead and say them.
This first pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Gomez struck out earlier, and we'll see if she can get another one here. Jags need it. The pitch is up high for a ball, 2-0. The thing that just makes this so difficult for the Jags defensively is that you can't defend walks. There's nothing you can do about it as a defense. 2-0 pitch, and this is to the backstop. Runner's going to go to the plate, the throw, the tag. She's out. Vasconcelos never got down. She never slid. So 2 outs, second and third, and it's a 2-0 count. So Vasconcelos caught stealing. Oh, it's 3 balls, no strikes. Oh, that pitch was the 2-0 pitch, and it missed. So, Christy Rosinger going to have a word with Gene Kesswetter, and they're going to try to figure this thing out. I don't think the call is going to change. I think she's just voicing some frustration. Here it comes. That one's high, ball 4, almost drilled her in the helmet. So they're loaded again, and that is 3 straight walks, 4 walks in the inning for Chelsea Raymond.
The first baseman, Jamie Van Elk.
All right, Coach Rooney's going to come out and have a talk with her.
Well, Sophia Mendoza's pretty fired up. So, all right, cool. So let's go over this. We got Dale at quarterback. We got Dejan at running back. I got you at one receiver. I'm gonna put my other receiver at Demo.
Oh no! I got another option actually. You gonna like that? You gonna like
John Sam?
Don.
Don's a great pick too.
Donald Weathers.
Man, we got some good receivers come through this play. Okay, I'm taking up one of those tight end spots. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm picking the ball out the air. You feel what I'm saying? And then we got Will Schwartz.
I mean, outside linebacker, defensive end. We gotta go Steve Smith.
Steve Smith. Give me Chris Dismute.
Oh, man, I forgot about him.
Chris Dismute.
I don't know how, but I did.
First pitch is above the belt for a ball, 1-0. Yeah, Chris Dismute. We need an inside backer. We need an inside backer. Give me Richard Fettelin as an inside backer. Let me get first. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, 1-1.
Now you probably
Corners, so.
Now you probably don't know these two, but I got a safety corner combination. Them boys from Fresno, that
Them 209
came up
dudes.
them kids that came up from Clovis West.
Yeah. I like Holland Fisher. Yeah, he was a ball player, man, out of Vatech. Bounced back from Vatech. 2-1 pitch is up high for a ball, 3-1. Chelsea Raymond is in danger of walking a 4th consecutive batter. Each of the runners on base have reached via the walk. Only 1 run in the inning, though. 3-1 pitch, here it is. And it misses ball 4, and she's walked in another run. 5th walk of the inning. In to score is Bennett.
You don't want to bring Elena in, considering the condition she could be in. It'd be and the fact that you don't have a third pitcher, but she's actually, and just as you say it, she's coming out of the bullpen.
So here comes Elena Valdez, and she's being thrust into a tough spot. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. Chelsea Raymond has walked 5 batters in the inning and 4 in a row. The 2 runs that have scored via both being walked in. And the Seahawks have had 5 base runners. Check that, 6 base runners in the inning. They've had 9 base runners in the game, and they have 1 hit. So Elena Valdez will take over, and her first task will be Liana Gonzalez.
New pitcher for the Jaguars.
And she comes into the game
Elena Valdez.
making her 8th appearance. Comes in with a 4-1 record, 1 complete game, and comes in with a 1.04 ERA.
So we'll see if she can come in and mop this mess up a little bit, get the Jags back on offense.
The left fielder, Liana Gonzalez.
So Elena Valdez will go to work. First pitch. In there for a called strike, a bit of a high strike, and Gonzalez didn't like it, made a funky face. It's 0-1. Okay, so if I got Holland Fisher at one safety, I got to have Xavier Wilkins at the other one. Give me Nakai and Teray as my corners. That pitch misses for a ball, 1-1.
Noah Kyrie.
Kyrie good too, man. I'm kind of biased towards Nakai. That's my boy. I never really got to know Kyrie like that, but he's a really good player. This pitch misses somewhere. Yeah, it's 2-1.
We just excuse us. We just on memory lane right now.
We sure are, man. We got to get right. We got to get back to the game. I'm not going to lie to you. That happens when you do have a lot of walks. Ground ball to second. It's Kaya Sandoval. She will flip it to Gabby Jordan to retire the side. Oh, man. 2 runs on 1 hit, 5 walks, and a ground ball to get out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. The Seahawks lead 3-0.
Back here for the bottom of the 3rd, it'll be the
Fielder, Lorena Solis.
8, 9, and 1 hitters to start it off, and just giving it a second to see how we're going to address this one. Oh well, Lorena Solis is up. Looking for her first hit of the season.
All right. Let's see. First pitch to Lorena Solis. They swung on and hit in the air to right field, hit pretty well. Going back is Tara at the wall, and it's overhead off the wall. Shades is going to turn and head for third, and will drop anchor there with a leadoff triple.
Hey, well, how about that for hit number 1?
Wow, to the opposite field, no less. That was an incredible swing of the bat from Shades, and she leads off with a triple.
Batting ninth.
All right, now we have Carissa Smith up. Comes up hitting at 143 with an RBI and a double.
Shades was ready to drop anchor at second base. Coach Reed said, no, keep coming. They are nowhere near fielding the ball.
And that one was a foot from us putting a graphic up.
Yeah, that was a great swing. First pitch misses on the inside, off the inside, I should say, and it is 1 ball, no strikes. Now, we knew Shades had this kind of power from last season when she hit the home run coming in for the injured Maddie Ribeiro after the concussion. And so we've seen this kind of power from her before, but this is the first time we've seen it to the opposite field. Ground ball to third, picked up by Bennett. The throw to first, in the dirt, and dropped by Van Eck. She picks it up, no throw, and Shades comes in to score. She pump faked the throw. Carissa Smith was smart enough to stay on the bag, and it's 3-1.
The center fielder, Melissa Felix.
All right, so now after a great start to the inning, we're back to the top of the order. Felix grounded out to the first baseman, who flipped it to the second baseman. Last time up. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
First pitch to Felix is kind of a check swing, bunt attempt. There's no one covering the bag, and everyone's safe. That is solely on Dylan Vasconcelos. She never got over to cover the bag, and we're just kind of in no man's land. So first and second for Sandoval.
The second baseman, number 2, Kaya Sandoval. Number 2.
All right,
We're bringing
Matt,
back the number 2 thing. We're bringing it back.
you got your wish. We finally get an oh yeah.
First pitch. Squared around the bump, pulls it back, and takes a ball high. 1-0. Cabrillo defense is fully prepared for a bunt here. Center fielder Brooke Campbell came crashing in. Left fielder and the right fielder came in to back up the bags. Third and first baseman both crash. And Vasconcelos has to cover the second base bag if the shortstop's going to cover the third base bag. So a lot of movement here. The pitch is a bunt. It's a pearl. Picked up. Throw to first. Vasconcelos covers first. Snap throw back to Brooke Campbell covering second. Nothing doing there. It's a clean sack bunt, second and third with 1 out, and it'll be Malia Venegas.
The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
All right, she comes up after popping out into foul ground on the third base side.
Sundin came in low already. First pitch. Venegas into left center field, a base hit. This will tie the game. Into score is Smith. Right behind her is Felix. Into second with a 2-run double is Malia Venegas. And this game is tied.
And this is a great spot to have all that momentum with Jade Henry coming up.
So now you got to face the cleanup hitter with a runner at second base, 3 runs in to tie the game, and the Jags have all the momentum now. Only 1 out in the inning. Well executed by the Jags there. They got the leadoff triple. Smith reached on an error, got a run home, and then Felix with the kind of slap bunt single. Kaya Sandoval bunts everyone over, and Venegas doubles them all home. Well done.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jade Henry.
as he grounded out on a hard hit ball to third her last time up. As I'm up, and we've seen it many times. She can just get under it. That ball's gonna be having some conversations.
Right. First pitch is on the inside corner, called a strike, 0-1. Yeah, that ball was a one-hop top spin seed right at Bennett. And Cassidy Bennett, to her credit, made the play. Not without some help from Jamie Van Eck on the back end. She scooped out the throw. This pitch is outside, 1-1. So I would love to have this Jaguars starting 9 conversation, especially if we're excluding the players from this team just until we get to see them play. This pitch hits Jade Henry, and she's not happy about it. So she'll take first and second, and that'll bring up Deja Jimenez.
The catcher.
All right, she comes up after flying out to left, and and if that ball had gone any further, that would have been the first run of the game.
Deja's been swinging it pretty well lately. She's hit a lot of atom balls. Right at him. First pitch is up high. 1 ball, no strikes. So Jimenez, and then on deck is Gabby Jordan, who hit that booming double. So you got a lot of power lined up here. The pitch swung on and hit to deep left in the ballpark, and it's going to be caught on the warning track again by Gonzalez. The throw comes into third, holding the runners up. And that's out number 2.
All right, that will bring Gabby Jordan back up, who hit a loud double. On probably the best swings she's had in her time here at City.
The first pitch to Gabby Jordan is on the ground to third, picked up by Bennett. She'll run it to the bag to retire the side. So it's 5 unassisted to end the inning, but the Jags do strike for 3 runs with a leadoff triple and an error, and then a couple of hits after that to tie this game at 3. We go to the 4th inning. We're all knotted up here in San Jose.
Back here for the top of the 4th, it will be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters to start off for Cabrillo, with Brooke Campbell at the plate, who took a walk her last time up.
First pitch to Brooke Campbell is swung on and fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1. So Valdez goes back to work, and the Jags need her. If she's sharp And the Jags have a really good shot of shutting the door. Swing and a miss, and she was way out in front, and she really whacked herself in the back on that one. My goodness, 0-2. It's just, you see it, it looks good, and you go to swing hard, and next thing you know, the ball's not there anymore. That pitch is in the dirt, 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Squaring around to bunt is Campbell. Pulls it back and takes a pitch high off the glove of Jimenez. 2-2. So this whole Jaguars starting 9 thing, the reason why it's difficult is because there are some players that I might have in the offensive lineup that I may not have on the field defensively. Like there are certain, like you got to look at each individual Jaguar catcher. You know what I'm saying? Each individual first baseman. Swing and a miss by Campbell. Strike 3. And so 1 out. First strikeout for Elena Valdez.
All right, and that will bring Veronica Alvarez back up.
None of the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming into the inning had an official at bat. Here's a swing and a foul off the right field line out of play. It was 2 walks and a sac bunt. And for whatever it's worth, Vasconcelos and Bennett also each had a walk, first time through the lineup. 1 ball, 1 strike. Or no balls, 1 strike, the pitch. And now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch was downstairs. I was looking at 1 strike, 1 out. So now it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Sun is out. And is right in our face. And here's a line drive right at Carissa Smith. And she snatches it out of the air for out number 2. The right fielder, Maddie
Now we're
Tara.
Comes back up, who reached on who hit a sac bunt last time up.
Batting from the left side with the open stance, runs up and takes a ball. It's 1 ball, no strikes. On 1, or check that 1-0. Now she runs up and takes ball 2. The pitch is swung on and grounded foul off the third base line and snagged by Malia Venegas. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jag defense remains the same after the pitching change. Infield playing in. Corners a couple steps in from the bag. Well, at least at third. 2-1. Runs up and takes a called strike. It's 2-2. Now Valdez a strike away from a 1-2-3 inning. Two is hit on the ground to Smith. Picked up, throw to first. In time. Nice play by Carissa Smith to retire the side. A strikeout, a line out, and a ground out. And the Seahawks go quickly in the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's tied up at 3.
Back here for the bottom of the fourth, it is the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. And there is going to be a switch at the number 7 spot. And it will be Bella Caruso Comiso coming in to hit for Chelsea Raymond.
I guess technically it would be for Elena Valdez now, huh? Since they've switched the pitcher and the DP.
That's well, Chelsea already did hit in the 7th spot.
That's
so.
true.
All right, she comes up 231 on the year with 4
All right.
RBIs.
For San Jose to lead off the bottom of the fourth, number 22, Bella Caruso Comiso.
First pitch to her is hit into left, and the shortstop will back up Elia Gomez to make the play for out number 1.
Nice play, Aaliyah Gomez. And there's one gone for Shades.
Now batting.
All right, she comes
left
up
fielder, Lorena Solis.
1 for 1 after a very high triple for her first hit of the year.
A very loud first hit of the year. So, in and ready to go is Shades. First pitch on the way. In there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Go ahead.
I mean, I fully understand taking the first one, but that wouldn't be a bad one to have gone at.
Yeah, that pitch had hit me written on his forehead in crayon. The 0-1 pitch is in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. Hey, you like that one got you, huh? Of all the dumb stuff I done said, that's the one that got you. Oh man.
I hear all the other stuff a million times a day, but
Yeah.
that one.
Hey man, you gotta let it fly.
Yeah.
This pitch is up high for a ball, 2-1. So Shades, opportunity to come through here. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and the base is empty here in the bottom of the fourth. 3-3 tie here in San Jose. 2-1 pitch is a dribbler foul at the plate. Oh, man. Making this lineup is giving me diabetes. This is tough, man. There's so many good players in this program. Like, here's the 2-2 to Shades. Misses on the inside. That was close. And it's 3-2. So a full count. Good professional at bat from Shades here. After that triple.
And Cabrillo has learned some lessons in essence because they are not allowing any ball to get hit over the head.
Oh,
anymore.
yeah, they backed up now. They ain't playing that mess no more. Turns is ready. Here's her 3-2. And that's a foul ball. Or did it hit Shades or did it hit the bat? It hit Shades. Okay, I thought it hit the bat. All right, she'll take her base. And here comes Christy Rosinger. I think she heard contact with the bat. That's what I kind of heard, too. That's why I thought it was a foul ball.
She might be coming up to say that she leaned into it, into it, but it may or may not be true. And Jean definitely does not believe that is true.
The shortstop, Carissa Smith.
And we will play on with Carissa Smith, who reached on an error and came around to score. Oh. You better not have broke my pencil.
I don't know if it. What was that sound? You heard that, right?
Hey, I've only had that thing for a minute.
Here's a swing and a miss. It's 0-1 to Carissa Smith. I'm so confused on how to get this right. Like, this is confusing me, and it's making me upset. It's making me upset, bro. I'm trying to find a way to get everybody that I want into the lineup and make sure all the defensive positions are filled while still utilizing the DP. This is very difficult. I'm not happy with this. Coach Rooney's job is impossible to do. My goodness. Oh, wow, that's a low strike from Gene Kesswetter, and it's 0-2. Okay, all right, I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. That's about as good as it's going to get. Golly. Do not make me do this again. That was a great question. I got to give it to you. That's a great question. 0-2 to Carissa Smith. The pitch on the ground, foul. Runner was going. Shades on the move there.
Yeah, so hate to break it to you, but we're going to revisit this again in May.
Yeah, I mean, well, sure. I mean, by the time we get, look, you have to avoid using players from this year's team, and I got to imagine at some point I'm going to want to add like Jade Henry or Kaya Sandoval. Like, these are some good players on this team. And the legends of these players are growing as they keep hitting balls so far that Cabrillo has to back up to the warning track. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and fouled right back towards us. We'll reset and do it again. So Shades getting a workout as she was on the move again there.
All right, so we don't have to reveal it just yet, but I will say, when you started writing it, there was one name that I knew you were going to put on there that you initially didn't, that is on there now.
Okay. Yeah. I had to make some changes because certain bats in the lineup versus certain defensive alignments and whatnot. Just got to do what you got to do. 0-2 pitch, inside miss, snap throw to first. I think that hit Shades, but Shades is unshakable. So back at first safely is Shades with a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Carissa Smith with Melissa Felix, the top of the order, on deck. One ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. A ground ball foul, and the battle continues.
There you go.
That's a whole lot of moving parts. The Jaguars dugout. You saw that, right? Okay, here we go. This way, that way. I don't know what's going on.
Having fun, that's what's going on.
Hey, man. You got to have a good time around here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is outside, no go, no snap throw, and it's 2-2. The Jaguars looking to take the lead here after trailing by 3 in the 3rd inning. They tied the game with a 3-run inning that was started by a Shades triple to right. Smith, the 2-2 pitch. Off the inside, ball 3, and she's worked the count full. What an at-bat from Carissa Smith. She's fouled off several pitches and has worked the count full 3-2. So we'll see if Shades is on the move here. Former Jag Kayla Rooney over there coaching first base today. Coach Britt is back today after missing the CRC series. in Sacramento on Tuesday. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Carissa Smith with the at-bat of the game. And works the walk, and that'll bring up the top of the order with Felix.
The center fielder, Melissa Felix.
And she reached on a bunt last time up, but Carissa Smith, a 9-pitch walk. Eight-pitch walk, I mean, can't really do it much better.
So a couple of walks sets up the table. Now it's time to eat. Table's set. You know what I'm saying? We got to serve the food, which means you got to get Felix on base.
It's open.
You got to get Felix on base to load the bases, and then the table will be fully set, and then it'll be time to eat. But while we got a minute, Steve, should we address this all-time Jags lineup?
There's no better time.
I'm probably going to get in trouble for this because I don't even know if we're allowed to talk about this on the air, but I'm finna do it real quick. My all-time Jags leadoff hitter is Keelan Spencer, who is one of my all-time favorite Jags. Felix is just about ready to go. I have Freddie Carrillo at third base, batting second. I got Matty Ribeiro at second base, batting third. And then Matty Gallagher playing first base, batting fourth. That's my 1 through 4. We'll get to the rest of it in a moment. With Felix standing in the box. Felix 1 for 2. Single and a run scored. Here's the first pitch. Runs up and takes a pitch high for ball 1. So 1 through 4, Steve, what do you think?
Mate, I mean, we got speed in the first 3 spots, big power in 3 and 4. I mean, who are you going to go to?
The whole point of this lineup was that there's no easy outs. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta play. Here's the 1-0 pitch. In the dirt, it's 2-0. 2 straight walks to Shades and to Carissa Smith, and now behind 2-0 to the leadoff hitter Felix with the powerful Kaya Sandoval on deck, who's been swinging it pretty well lately.
I mean, it's about time. It's about time. I mean, she's due for one.
2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0. It's very high, and it's 3-0. Jags dugout is turning up real quick. Now 3-0. If you're Felix, you might just put the bat on your shoulder and leave it there for this pitch. Three balls, no strikes to Melissa Felix. Runners at first and second with 1 out. The 1 out was a pop-up. 3-0 is a called strike, and it's 3-1. First out of the inning was a pop-up by the pinch hitter Bella Caruso-Comiso. Pinch hitting for Chelsea Raymond in that DP, in the DP spot. Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch is a line drive, and it's dropped off the glove of the shortstop. And the diving attempt by Aaliyah Gomez, she almost came up with it. She gloved it, it fell out of the glove, and everyone's going to be safe. So they're loaded, Steve. One way or another, they're loaded.
The second baseman.
All right, Kaya Sandoval,
Kaya
who
Sandoval.
who last weekend was just a foot from knocking one out and has already hit a couple other ones that's gone just short of the wall.
This at bat gonna make me nervous, man. Cause you know she's thinking about it.
I'm trying not to.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I mean, that's a bad. I mean, that's how hungry we are. We're not thinking about it.
Ain't nobody eating no breakfast. We mentioned that earlier. All right, so a new pitcher coming in. It's going to be number 21, Audrey McLean. So she will take over for Callie Turns.
lineup card that we have has 21 as McLean.
So we'll have to figure this out. We'll get this figured out
Yeah, but
as far as who's who and what's what. What you got, Steve?
Well, just based on the lineup card that they gave us, I have 21 as McLean, but we can get that figured out. Figured out. So, well, on the roster, 21 is Victoria Sierra, or Tori Sierra, on the roster. But
Somebody lying. So,
you know, hey, I'm just gonna put some trust into the people that see it every day.
Tori Sierra. Okay, so Tori Sierra's in, and Kaya Sandoval will hit. So, big spot. First pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. So, and look, at this point, you know that Kaya Sandoval is not going to chase anything bad. She's going to wait for her pitch, and she's going to put a good swing on it. So, the pitch, up and away, 2-0. So Victoria Sierra takes over as the new pitcher. Two balls, no strikes, the pitch. Up and away, 3-0. So 3 straight pitches in the same spot out of the strike zone. And if you're Kaya Sandoval, you could look dead red right here. She'll square around to bunt. She'll pull it back and take one right down the middle for strike 1. Got to pass the bat here. Bases loaded, 1 out, with a chance to give the Jaguars the lead. 2 walks and a single, and a called strike 2 on a pitch that was pretty close. So the count's full now, 3-2. Sierra working fast. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. And they've walked in a run, and the Jags have taken the lead.
Hey, it's not the most ideal way, but any means necessary.
Any means necessary.
All right, that'll bring Malia Venegas up, who hit a double her last time up. A 2-run double her last time up.
First pitch is up high for a ball, 1-0. That looked like a pretty good pitch from over here, but it's called a ball, 1-0. So 1-0, the pitch. That's the same pitch. I'm not entirely sure if that's missing high or what the deal is, but it's 2-0. That's why they stick me in the booth and they don't stick me behind the plate to call balls and strikes. I'll be back there ringing everybody up. This pitch is up and away, 3-0. Bases loaded. 1 out. The pitch is a called strike. Now, look, I'm going to tell you what, man. The first 2 pitches look like better pitches than that one, but it is what it is. 3-1. 3-1 pitch, and that's ball 4. So back-to-back runs walked in, and they are still loaded for the cleanup hitter, Jade Henry. Time is called. And we'll take a break here, and we'll finish up this Jags lineup that Steve done made me do. We'll take a break here, and we'll finish up this Jags lineup that Steve done made me do. Let's get through this. So 1 through 4, Keelan Spencer at short, Freddie Creo at third, Maddie Ribeiro at second, Maddie Gallagher at first. Batting 5th, I have Stephanie Troja in left field. Now, I know these are not the traditional spots. Usually with Maddie and Steph, one's pitch and one's a DP for that season. But I also did notice that during different parts of the season with different pitchers, we saw Stephanie in left field and we saw Maddie at first base. So we're using those positions for this lineup. Bear with me, okay? Kiana Elder, I have batting 6th at the DP spot simply because Freddie's playing third. Batting 7th, I got Dre Martinez catching. Batting 8th, I got Xylee Augenstein in right field. And batting 9th, I got Malaya Street in center field. I got you in center field. All right, that's the all-time line. The street back here with us. Don't be fooled. She's in our all-time lineup. So now Jade Henry stands in with the bases loaded. So that's my all-time lineup. First pitch is a called strike. It's 0-1.
The right fielder, Jade Henry.
So 0-1 to Jade Henry. She definitely didn't like that first pitch, by the way. That was a tough strike. The pitch, that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Jags had their inning with the walks, and now the Seahawks having their inning. 4 walks in the inning. 1-1 pitch. Henry takes one a bit high, and it's 2-1. Jade Henry, she's a gamer, Steve. Here's a 2-1, high and outside, and it's 3-1. So, again, lead off the inning with a pop-up, and then 4 of the next 5 batters have walked. The other batter was Felix, who singled. So, rugged inning. 3-1 pitch. In there for a called strike. It's 3-2. Jags have scored twice in the inning. It's 5-3. They lead it. They've got 2 runs on 1 hit in the inning. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Man, did she ever have a rip at that one. Steve.
I felt it.
You could feel that one, man. Imagine if she connects on that, ball would still be traveling.
Hey, that one was going to be having some conversations up there.
Oh, yeah, that one was going to talk to God. That one would have been talking to God. 3-2. Swung on and lined. Base hit right field. And it's picked up by the right fielder, Tara. In to score is Felix. Station to station they go. An RBI single, and it's 6-3. The catcher, Deja Jimenez.
Comes up with a couple of left field flyouts. And if she can just get the ball just a little bit further, I'm not going to say it.
Well, everybody thinking it now. We ain't got no type of comments on the live feed today, huh?
22 plus people, they don't care about their lineup. They watch yours.
Oh, man. Okay, so the last piece of this lineup that I put together was that the starting pitcher is Giselle Lewis.
And Yuvia Limon will come in to run for Kaya Sandoval.
Number 6, Yuvia Limon.
First pitch is a ball, 1 ball, no strikes to Deja Jimenez, who has hit 2 deep fly balls, as Steve mentioned. One of them is going to get out at some point or find a gap. Maybe now's the time. The pitch is high for a ball, 2 balls, no strikes. 4 walks and 2 singles in the inning have netted 3 runs for San Jose, and they've doubled the Seahawks up. This is outside, and it's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch is up and away, ball 4. So another run is walked in. It's now 7-3 San Jose. And time is called as Christy Rosinger will come back out. And coming out with her is
Callie
Turns,
who will re-enter the game. And Matt, you asked for it and you got it.
What did I get?
Our first comment. Guess who it is? Made the cut.
Yo,
Hey, she made the cut and she's happy about it.
Jay is all state, bro. You don't have her in the lineup. That's a problem. But so Callie turns will re-enter. The wind is starting to pick up and it's blowing everything all over the place. The first baseman,
Gabby Jordan.
and now Gabby Jordan will stand in with the bases loaded and still only one out in the inning. First pitch. Outside corner, strike one called, 0-1 to Gabby Jordan. She's 1 for 2 in the game. Hit a booming double off the center field wall over the head of Brooke Campbell and hit a ground ball to third that was speared by Bennett, who stepped on the bag for the final out of the inning. That was in the second. In the pitch, swung on and missed right over the top of it, strike two. It was checked that it was the third inning that Gabby hit that ground ball to Bennett. The 3-run third and now a 4-run fourth for San Jose. Time is called, and Coach Rooney's going to have a word with Gabby Jordan real quick. We'll see if she makes an adjustment here. Jags have Malia Venegas at third, Jade Henry at second, and Deja Jimenez at first with one out and Gabby Jordan. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. On the ground, foul on the third base line, and it stays 0-2. Remember, the inning was led off by Bella Caruso Comiso, who popped out. That was the first out of the inning. They haven't recorded an out since, and Bella's back on deck. No balls, 2 strikes. And the Jags dugout is singing. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up. It's going to land foul harmlessly as Bennett gave chase and couldn't quite squeeze it. So, no balls, 2 strikes, it remains. It's crazy because we put that lineup together, and it's like there's still some names, like a group of reserves that you could put together that would still make a very good lineup. Man. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and crushed to deep left. If it's fair, it's foul. Gee whiz. Don't scare me like that. God. That ball was hit pretty well. You hear the contact on the live stream. That's one of those ones you want to, like, you hit it and you start to lean like, come on, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair. And that one went foul. With the speed of Deja Jimenez, they would have been running forever. We got a football score, Jaguars, Seahawks, and it's 7-3. Jacksonville and Seattle. 0-2 pitch is up and away for a ball, 1-2. Imagine if that would have been the Super Bowl this year. Jacksonville and Seattle. They both went to the playoffs.
There would, and for this to happen, what 4 days later?
Man.
And for us to have that matchup 4 times in a calendar year?
Listen, man, hell would have to freeze all the way over. Here's a ball swung on and hit high in the air. Shallow left, going out is the shortstop. That's Leah Gomez. She'll make the catch and run it back in for out number 2. The 2 pop-ups to the shortstop are the 2 outs in the inning.
The designated player, Bella Caruso Comiso.
That'll bring Bella Caruso Comiso back up, who popped out to short in her only at bat so far.
Cabrillo started this season as the cleanup hitter in the first few games. We'll see if she can get her groove going. First pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1. She gets squared around the bunt. You know she's got power. She can swing it pretty good. If she can connect on one, we can eat.
We need to.
Immediately. 0-1 pitch is up high for a ball at the eyes. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Comes in at 231 on the season. He does have 4 runs batted in and 3 doubles. Oh, check that. 3 hits, 3 singles. One pitch is a low strike. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good pitch from Turns. Callie Turns is ready with her 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Or is she? Now she's ready. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and hit hard foul. This is backing out of play onto campus. The pitches that look good, she puts a good swing on them, and if she squares it up, man, it's going to go a long way. You can see the power in the swing, Steve. One ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, strike 3 as it's fouled into the glove of the catcher, Sophia Mendoza. The Jags do get 4 runs, and they do it in a very anticlimactic way with 4 walks. It just a whole lot of walks happening, just base on balls left and right. They do, however, have a couple of hits in the inning, 2 hits and 4 runs scored in the inning, and they leave them loaded. We go to the 5th. The Jags have a 7-3 lead.
All right, back here for the top of inning number 5. Top of the order for Cabrillo with Dylan Vasconcelos starting it off. She walked and hit a single her last time up, and there is a change for the Jaguars as Bella Caruso Camiso will come in to play first, and Gabby Jordan will switch over to the DP spot.
First pitch on the way is off the inside for a ball, 1-0. Vasconcelos reaching safely twice. Jags will try to get her out here. 1-0. Here it comes. Swung on and hit hard foul off the first base line and way out of play.
And right to Arnold's office.
So Valdez will deal with a 1-1 count. Here it comes. Check swing. No appeal. Ball was in the dirt, so it's ball 2. Not entirely sure what she was about to swing at there. So 2-1. Here's the 2-1. In the dirt, ball 3. You definitely don't want to walk the leadoff hitter. Vasconcelos does have 2 steals in the game. Three-one pitch is hit to right, hit pretty well. Jade Henry going back and over her head and up against the wall, to roll to the wall. Picked up, fires it in. She's going to head for third. No, she will drop anchor at second base. Jade Henry's throw went right over the head of Sandoval. So it is a leadoff double for Vasconcelos. And her very incredible season continues. She's now over 600 for the year.
And that will bring Cassidy Bennett back up, who does not have a credited at-bat so far. She's been up twice. She's been walked twice.
That's tough. TUFF. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. They have had a really hard time with Vasconcelos and Bennett. 2 for 2, a single, a double, and 3 walks.
I mean, each of the first 3 hitters have not been called out yet.
The 1-0 is high, 2 balls, no strikes, and an ice cream cone catch from Deja Jimenez. Pitch was high. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch is swung on and hit high and foul out of play. This will go towards the Jaguar Center. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Elena Valdez still kind of laboring through that rib injury. The ball, look, the ball was really squared up. 2-1 pitch is close but misses, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. The line drive off the bat of Trinity Jordan was an absolute piss missile. Are we allowed to say that on TV? Can we say piss missile?
We've said it twice.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, sure did. Yeah, it was a rocket. Ball 4, and it's the 3rd walk to Cassidy Bennett.
And that will bring Sofia Mendoza up, and still looking to get her out for the first time. Each of the first 3 hitters have gotten on every time they've stepped up.
Mendoza reached with a fielder's choice, but did knock in a run on the play. The pitch. Bunts attempt, pulls it back, takes a ball, and no go from Vasconcelos at second. Jaguar defense, good job covering their spots. So we'll see how this one's played. See what Mendoza does with the bat. The pitch is down. Snap throw to second, and Sandoval was able to make the catch and apply the tag. It was a lot closer than it initially looked like it was going to be. So, 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch is up high for a ball, 3-0. Now Valdez having to lock in real quick. She takes a deep breath and she'll regather herself. And she's dealing with Sofia Mendoza in a 3-0 count with first and second and nobody out. Here's the pitch. In there for a called strike on the inside corner. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Shades, Felix, and Henry, left to right. Venegas, Smith on the left side. Sandoval and Caruso Comiso on the right side. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed 3-2. Good pitch from Valdez, who was trying to jam her up a little bit on the inside. 3-2. good velocity there.
Oh, no, oh, that's normal.
Yeah.
Coming from her at least, that's normal.
Yeah. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and hit softly. Caught by Venegas. No one was covering the bag at second yet. Sandoval was on her way to the bag to double off Vasconcelos, but no throw. So 1 out. And that'll bring up Aaliyah Gomez.
The shortstop, Aaliyah Gomez.
All right, and she comes up after taking a walk in the third and did strike out. Oh, strike out swinging in the first.
First pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Gomez, the cleanup hitter. Here's another swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Correction, it's been a long 2 weeks. Get on my back.
So no balls, 2 strikes to Aaliyah Gomez.
Hey, if anybody at home just heard what was said, that was you'll see the result of that later.
The 0-2 pitch, and Gomez was thinking about it, but laid off the pitch high, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch, here it is. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Second strikeout of Gomez today, and the second strikeout for Elena Valdez. 2 down.
And that will bring Jamie Van Eyck back up. She struck out swinging and walked in a run her last time up.
First pitch is zipped in there for a called strike, and she's really got the velocity pop in the glove right now. 0-1. First and second, and 2 outs now. 2 quick ones, a line out and a strikeout. 0-1. On the ground to third. Venegas has it, steps on the bag harmlessly, and the side is retired. So a double and a walk, and then 3 straight outs, a line out, a strikeout, and a fielder's choice ground out to end the inning. The Jags take a 4-run lead into the 5th inning. It's 7-3.
All right, back here, bottom of the 5th. It is the 8-9-1 hitters and Lorena Solis, who hit a very loud triple and was hit by a pitch her last time up. Both of those plays, it was resulted in her scoring.
First pitch to Shades is hit on the ground to third, picked up by Bennett. Her throw to first is a little bit wide, but a good stretch by the first baseman Van Eck for out number 1.
All right, and that'll bring Carissa Smith up to hit.
The shortstop, Carissa
She took a walk. She battled for a walk her last time up, and went through 9 pitches.
A very professional at bat that was. The first pitch to Smith is a line drive foul off the facing of the Jaguar dugout. That's an ugly finder. Coach Britt standing down there. Be careful.
Every time a ball is hit at or in the dugout, I I keep getting flashbacks to Deanza.
Man,
Hey, Steph, you're a heck of a player, but for 10 seconds, I hated you.
that was cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded. 0-1. The pitch. Ooh, good pitch. Drop ball dropped right in there for a called strike. It's 0-2. So Smith trying to spark a little rally here with one out, and the base is empty. Top of the order's on deck. Melissa Felix. Here's the 0-2. Line hard foul again off the facing of the Jaguar dugout. This one hit the top lining, the metal part. Oh, and 2. I don't know how the hitters are like hitting through these shadows. Sun's bright in your face. There's shadows between the mound and the plate. This is a tough time to hit. The pitch. Outside. Great take from Smith. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Couple foul balls in this at bat. Good take. We'll see if she battles again. Pitch. Is hit foul again. And another battle. This one goes on top of the snack shack on the football field. That was a pretty good distance on foul ball. She's turning on these inside pitches, but she's hooking them. She can stay inside those things and get them to the outfield somewhere. Man, she's going to create a lot of problems for opposing pitchers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Up and away, 2-2. Another good at bat from Smith, and another battle brewing here between Smith and Turns. Two and two. Shortstop stepped in to kind of get a sign. Smith pops one foul down the left field line. This is going to go out of play into the Jaguar bullpen. And the battle continues. We'll reset and do it again at 2-2. These are the at-bats that just never, ever get old. You love to see the hitters battle. You love to see that game within the game.
And for the second straight at bat, coming up on pitch number 9.
Ninth pitch of the at bat. Here it is. It is high, 3-2. Ooh, that's a close take, Steve. That's close.
What they used to say in games? Stone cold.
Oh man, yeah. Stone cold, man. Base hit, ball 4 is the chant from the Jags dugout. Here is the payoff pitch. Swung on and grounded foul. That one, another ugly finder. Felix had to duck out of the way of that one. I think she got a piece of it with her hand. Just danger, man. So we'll reset and do it again. Full count. Smith has had to have seen like 25 pitches today. This is the 11th pitch of this at bat. Pitch number 11 on the way. Here it is. And it misses for ball 4. Another great professional at bat from Carissa Smith. Well done.
All right, that will take us back to the top of the order with Felix. Comes back up 2 for 3 with an infield single her last time up. And 20 pitches, and fought for 2 walks.
Here's Felix. First pitch is upstairs for a ball, 1-0. One ball. And Felix asks for time. She does not get it. Here's the 1-0. Runs up, takes the ball, runner goes. Smith is safe at second. And a steal for Carissa Smith.
First one of her career.
Nice.
And that will bring Jags up to 17 now on the year. Did someone have one already today? No, that's number 16.
The 2-0 is up and away. 3 balls, no strikes. With Kaya Sandoval on deck. Three balls, no strikes. Melissa Felix squares around the bunt, pulls it back, and takes a called strike. It's 3-1. Wow, look at the movement of the defense when she squares around the bunt. There is nobody in left center field. It's such a big gap. If she puts one out there, she can run forever, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
With her speed. Man. Well, let's see. 3 balls, 1 strike. She's ready. Here it is. Swung on and hit in the air to center. In comes Brooke Campbell, and that one is going to drop. And there's a collision between Campbell and Vasconcelos. A throw to third. Smith is there safely, and the back runner, Felix, takes second base. That's the worst case scenario if you're Cabrillo, and it looks like Brooke Campbell is hurt.
James is going to have to go.
So time is called. That ball was hit into no man's land. The defense in the infield was playing so far in that it was really tough for Vasconcelos to get there and make that play. Brooke Campbell was just deep enough in the outfield, and it would land just shy of where she could reach it. Vasconcelos did get a glove on it, but the collision with Campbell made the ball come loose. So that'll be a single. Look at that, a single. It's not a routine play by any means. That's a tough play. On that play, Smith went to third and Felix went to second. So we'll take the break while they take care of Brooke Campbell.
Back here,
Now batting.
Campbell is up, back in center field and ready to go. And Kaya Sandoval is up to hit.
First pitch to Kaya is crushed foul deep down the left field line, out of play. So Kaya will try to turn that thing around and get into fair territory. The message has been received by the center fielder, Brooke Campbell, who's about a step or two in from the warning track in center field. They understand now. Oh, she's starting to take a couple steps in. She's moving around a lot out there in center field. 0-1 pitch, here it is. It's swung on and popped up. Shallow left, going over is the shortstop, Aaliyah Gomez, into foul territory. She makes the catch. That's out number 2. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Malia Venegas.
The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
All right, she comes back up after taking a walk, which scored one of the 4 runs the last inning.
First pitch is in there for a called strike. It's 0-1.
I don't really know what the pitch count translation is over to a 7-inning game, but she's actually now coming up on 84 pitches.
1 ball, 1 strike. That 0-1 pitch was outside. Venegas batting from the left side. She's got 3 RBIs so far today. Let's see if she can get a couple more. Second and third with 2 outs. Base hit with Felix's speed at second will be 2 runs. That's outside. Good pitch. Didn't miss by much. It's 2-1. The sun starting to lower, and the temperature is just dropping. The wind is picking up. It's getting cold. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch on the way is a line drive. Caught. Nice play by Bennett at third. What a day she's had on defense. The inning is over. The Jags threaten but do not score. A opportunity the Jags did get a walk and a single, a couple steals, but they go to the 6th inning, still leading 7-3.
Top of the 6th, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up for Cabrillo, and it will be Liana Gonzalez, who has a fly, who popped out and grounded out.
So Elena Valdez goes back to work, dealing with Liana Gonzalez. First pitch is high for a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Gonzalez, Campbell, and Alvarez due up. We'll see if Campbell's okay. The pitch on the ground to third. Venegas, nice spear there. Throws to first in time. Out number 1. Good play by the Jaguar defense.
And that will bring Brooke Campbell to the plate, who struck out her last time up.
Good to see that Campbell's okay after the collision in center field. Here's a bunt picked up by Valdez. Throw to first in time. And that's out number 2. 2 quick outs. Good to see that Campbell's okay. But she makes the out, 2 gone.
And that will bring Veronica Alvarez, who walked her first time up, and last time up hit a line drive on just a great catch by Carissa Smith.
Here's a pop fly. Kaya Sandoval's got it. Flip, nice play to Bella Caruso-Comiso covering first base. Kaya Sandoval shines on defense yet again. And the Jags get the Seahawks to go down in order. Steve, how many pitches was that inning?
It wasn't a lot.
It wasn't a lot. We'll get you the number on the other side. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Jaguars 7, Seahawks 3.
back here at LadyJag's field. Bottom of the sixth, 4, 5, and 6 hitters with Jade Henry to start it off.
Leading off the home half of the sixth for San Jose, the right fielder, Jade Henry.
So Jade Henry stands in, one of the leading hitters on this Jaguar team. First pitch on the way is hard ground ball foul on the third base line. Out in front of that pitch a little bit, it's 0-1. Jade Henry in the game today has grounded out, been hit by a pitch and singled. She's also knocked in a run. Her 13th RBI of the year. She is the team leader in RBIs by far. As a matter of fact, the team has 26 runs batted in, and she's got 13 of them. And this pitch misses, hitting her elbow by maybe a couple inches, and very annoyed look on her face as she takes the ball. It's 1-1. Is a line hard foul off the third base line, out of play, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Callie Turns bouncing back pretty well after that rugged middle inning stretch. They allowed 7 runs, and that middle inning stretch had only a handful of hits, but so many walks. 1-2 pitch is off the outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Defensive alignment remains the same for Cabrillo. The only change of the game for their defense has been the pitcher. And the starting pitcher has re-entered. Callie Turns. Here's her 2-2 pitch. Swung on and hit foul down the left field line, out of play. Jade Henry turned on that one. And it stays 2-2.
I mean, that kind of is the story of the day a little bit. Just get one a couple feet deeper or a couple feet in, and we run some graphics.
They're hitting the mess out of the ball. You got to keep the ball fair. They've fouled off an incredible number of balls today. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. It's up high. I know it looked good, but she takes it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three and two. They're playing very deep in the outfield. Brooke Campbell's heels are on the warning track. Time is called. A long pause from Callie Turns. All right, she's ready. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and it misses high ball 4. So Jade Henry, a leadoff walk. She'll take first, and that'll bring up Deja Jimenez. The catcher, Deja Jimenez.
All right, well, you got that message twice, and she comes up after an RBI walk, a 4-pitch walk. Last time up.
This mic button be getting stuck sometimes. I try to turn it off. It don't go. Sometimes you click it and it do go. This pitch misses outside. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Here's a ball popped foul, backing out of play towards the crowd and off a 10. And It's 1-1. Jimenez takes a pitch high. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Jade Henry back to first on a pump fake of a snap throw. No throw from the catcher, Mendoza. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. A little bit low, 3-1. There have been an awful lot of walks in this game, and we are really starting to lose daylight.
I mean, at least we're already out of the 5th.
Yeah. So we're coming down to the final frames, and the Seahawks are running out of outs. 3-1 pitch. Here it is. On the ground to third, gloved. Throw to second for 1. Just in time to get Jade Henry sliding hard into the bag. And that's all they'll get. So they get the lead runner on a fielder's choice for out number 1.
All right, and then a pinch hitter will come in. Bella Bruno. I have no idea why I said it like that.
It's a lot of letters, that's why. But she's been tearing the cover off the ball lately, so I'm excited about this at-bat. And she's been mentioning that she had been swinging it well. She's been working on her swing, and she's been doing really well.
Yeah, still looking for her first RBI, but she has drawn a couple walks and has had some good hits. And another switch as for the first time this year, M. Martinez. We know who she is now.
Pitch running for the Jaguars, number 18, M. Martinez. And now batting, number 24, Bella Gianbruno.
Let's see. We
right,
had a long conversation before the game.
We did talk about this.
And we know who she is now.
Listen, I hadn't seen her all year. I didn't know if she was playing, what the deal was. Is she hurt? But there she is. She's pinch running. Don't do me like that, Street. Come on now, Street over here giving me a hard time. I didn't know, man. I ain't seen the lady. Okay, here's Bella hitting for Gabby Jordan. We got Bella batting, and we got Bella on deck.
Oh, man.
Hard ground ball foul. When I tell you everything that Bella Gianbruno has been hitting has been hard. The ground balls, the fly balls, the line drives. Some of them have found gloves, but she's hitting everything really, really hard lately. Here's the 0-1. Popped up. This is going to go foul over. Giving chase was Aaliyah Gomez, and it's going to be foul into the Jaguar bullpen. It's 0-2. So now 2 strikes you got to protect as some of the Jaguar athletes make their way to the field. Oh, and 2. Bella Gianbruno hits one foul down the left field line. That'll land harmlessly. Out of play, it stays 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. On the ground hard, picked up by Bennett. Her throw to second is into right field. As it did graze M. Martinez, she'll get up and go to third. Gianbruno is safe at first, and there's runners at the corners with 1 out.
the first baseman,
Now Bella Caruso Comiso comes up after striking out, swinging back in the fourth. See, it needs to be March already because this wind is too much right now.
Yeah, this is
It
crazy.
ain't even that strong right now, but
It's the temperature of the air that is blowing around that's messing me up. Hands are starting to freeze over it and got too cold for this.
see, we ain't even on the coast, and this, I almost said a different word.
It feels like we're at Cabrillo, don't it?
Yeah.
Man. First pitch to Comiso is on the inside corner, strike one. Let's see if she can get a hold of one. First and third, one out. Let's see if the Jags put a play on. There goes Bella. She will stop and go back. Pump fake on a snap throw. The pitch was a called strike two. It's 0-2.
Well, I would ask which one, but only one of them's on base as of the moment. Let's see, y'all probably had to do that on the radio back in 2018 with five Maddies on the team.
Yeah, definitely. It's crazy. Time called. Close your eyes and point to one. Her name is Maddie. Jeez. Maddie Carlson, Maddie Gutierrez, Urban, Maddie Ribeiro, Maddie Gallagher. My name is Maddie. Gosh. 0-2. Swung on hit to right. This is going to be caught. Tag is M. Martinez, and she will come in to score. And then Bella Gianbruno will advance on the throw home as it went to the backstop. A run is in to score on the sacrifice fly by Bella Caruso Comiso, and it's 8-3 Jaguars.
And that will bring
Lorena
Solis back up. Grounded out to third her last time up. But did have that huge opening at bat.
First pitch. Inside corner called strike, 0-1. 8-3 San Jose in the sixth. Runner at second. There are 2 outs in the inning. Yeah, there? One. There's 1 out in the inning.
No.
I'm tripping. Yeah, y'all right. Is it 1 or 2?
No, there's 2.
There's 2. Okay. That's why sack fly. All right, here we go. 2 down. This pitch is low and in. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. It was the fielder's choice. Henry was thrown out at second on the fielder's choice by Deja Jimenez. That was out number 1. The sack fly was out number 2. So there are 2 outs. One and 1, 2 shades. The pitch is up high, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike. So Shade's gonna see if she'll lean into one here with 2 outs and a runner at second. Lamel Harris making his way to the field here. Good to see him out. 2-1 pitch. Here it is. On the ground. Vasconcelos makes the play, throws to first in time, and the side is retired. The inning is over. We go to the final frame. Last chance for the Seahawks. They got a lot of work to do. They trail 8-3.
Back here, top of the 7th. Likely the last chance for Cabrillo here in this game. It will be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters, and Maddie Tara will get us started. She has a sack bunt and grounded out to Carissa Smith her last time up.
It's amazing. This is only her 3rd at bat of the game. Jags hitters are coming around. If by some miracle they were to tie this game, the top of the order would be hitting for the 5th time today for San Jose. The bat number 3 for Maddie Tara. The pitch. Outside, ball 1, 1-0. What an eventful day on this broadcast. We got all-time Jags football, all-time Jags softball. The 1-0 is fouled off. It is 1-1.
Now, there is one team that we didn't do. Well, the 2 teams that we didn't do, but I'm the only one that would be able to do it.
I can probably get you a pretty good lineup out of women's basketball. Men's basketball, I'd struggle. The 1-1 is grounded to third. Malia Venegas will eat it. It was like a swinging bunt by Tara, and well placed. She'll get a single out of it.
All right, and it's back to the top of the order. Dylan Vasconcelos. And Jags looking to get her out for the first time today.
And now would be as good a time as any. It's the 7th inning. You got a 5-run lead. Valdez is ready, waiting on Vasconcelos. She winds and deals in the dirt. 1 ball, no strike. So good speed at first and good speed in the box. Dylan Vasconcelos came in to the season 7 for 12. Here she shoots one into right. Jade Henry will give chase, but it's going to land foul. It's 1-1. Came in 7 for 12, and today is 2 for 2. Nine for 14 on the year at 642 for Vasconcelos. Here's the 1-1. On the ground to third. Venegas right under her glove and down the line. Stopping at second is Tara. So it'll be a single. And the incredible year for Vasconcelos continues.
And that brings Cassidy Bennett back up. And Jags looking to get her out for the first time, but this has been probably the first time. It was definitely the first time I've seen this. I've seen this and this line score. 3 at bats, 3 walks.
I will say that I did see that one time in a road game. It happened to Maddie Gallagher. Oh, and you could imagine why.
Oh yeah,
He had 15 home runs that year. Cassidy Bennett does not have 15 home runs. She's a good hitter, but probably pitched a contact here. Here's a foul back to the screen. Elena's still grabbing that rib cage area where she got hit by the Trinity Jordan line drive on Tuesday. So she's still really laboring through that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes. In there for a called strike. It's 1-2. And you just make her put the ball in play. She's got 3 walks. So we don't even know if she's got 15 home run power or not. We just haven't seen her swing the bat. Here's the 1-2. It's up high, and it's 2-2.
Well, she did come into the game hitting over 300, but to the point, like it's not like she was coming in at 500, 600, entered with 5 home runs in the first 6 games.
2-2. Swung on and missed strike 3. Out number 1 here in the 7th.
And for the first time, somebody in the top 3 spots does not get on base. Sofia Mendoza will come up. She's 0 for 2, reaching on a fielder's choice, a walk, and lined out to Carissa Smith.
I'm struggling to breathe, man. Here's a swing and a miss by Mendoza, 0-1.
Talk about the inner Dwayne Kuiper.
Yes, dude, that's the inspiration for sure. Pitchers and catchers reported. We'll be hearing from the Giants broadcasters soon. 0-1. This one's up and in, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Future minor league broadcaster over here.
Yes, I claim that.
Hey, so,
Speak that into existence.
So NBC, KMBR, get my mans up there.
Hey, call me. Call me, man. Call my number. Check swing and a pop up in the shallow right. That's going to fall, base hit. Jed Henry will come up ready to throw. She gets it to the cutoff, which is Carissa Smith, and the bases are loaded. And they're loaded for the cleanup hitter, Aaliyah Gomez. So a single for Sofia Mendoza.
All right, she comes up looking to get on looking for her first hit. She has a walk, but also struck out swinging twice in 3 plate appearances.
So normally you would be a little concerned. You know, bases loaded. You got the cleanup hitter batting. And right now you're just thinking you got to keep this day, which is not going so well for Gomez, continuing as far as her offensive production. She struck out twice, as Steve mentioned. Valdez throws. Check swing, no go. They will appeal. No swing, says the field umpire, and that is Clarence Lyons. And Steve, you ask this every time, and I wholeheartedly agree. How would he, from that position, be able to tell you whether or not that was a swing? Whatever. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit foul off the first base line. This is off the top of the Seahawks dugout.
Smartest one up here. There we go. Smartest one up here.
Streets up here in the booth with us. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1 in the dirt, and it's squeezed by Gian Bruno, who's doing the catching now. In for Deja Jimenez. 2 balls, 1 strike. Only 1 out in the inning. It's a big spot here. This game is not over. Choking up way high on the bat and hits the ground ball to short. This could be 2. Smith to send all for 1. Back to first. Not in time as the ball is dropped. The run scores, and now a second run coming in. Vasconcelos is safe. 2-run score. And safe at first is Aaliyah Gomez. A lot happening there. It's 8-5. So they do get an out. It's 2 outs in the inning. But 2 runs come in to score on what could have been a pretty routine play.
The first baseman, Jamie Van Eck.
That will bring Jamie Van Eck.
First pitch to Van Eck misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. So Gomez, that was the first ball she's put in play all day long. One and 0 to Van Eck. The pitch. Inside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. If Cabrillo wants to tie the game, Van Eck has to get aboard here. Bunts, pulls back, and hits a ground ball foul. Strike 2, and now the Seahawks are down to their final strike. Jags by 3. It's 8-5 here in the 7th. On deck is Liana Gonzalez. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Up high. Good idea from Valdez. A good take from Van Eck. It's 2-2. Two and two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here it comes. Swung on and hit down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball into the corner. Coming over to third is Gomez. The throw is off of Gomez's helmet. She will stay at second. Van Eck will stay at third. Check that. Van Eck will go to second. So it's going to end up being scored a double for Jamie Van Eck. And the tying run will come to the plate. So second and third, 2 outs for Gonzalez. So the pressure is now on a little bit for San Jose. Valdez has to get out of this. First pitch is a comebacker over the glove of Valdez. Smith's got it. She won't have a play at first. In to score is Aaliyah Gomez, and it's 8-6. So a just well-placed hit there in the infield single, and it's 8-6 now.
All right,
So
and
time
Coach
is
Rudy,
called. So time's called. Coach Rooney will come out and have a word with her defense and her pitcher. And now the tying run is on base. The batter will be Brooke Campbell, who has walked, struck out, and bunted into an out. So she's 0 for 2. But if she finds a gap, Gonzalez has a shot to score the tying run.
and looking at the 7th inning so far, Chara singled and scored. Vasconcelos singled and scored. Bennett struck out. Mendoza singled and was thrown out at second. Gomez reached on a fielder's choice and scored. And then on a play that scored 2 runs. And Van Eyck doubled, and Gonzalez has an RBI single. Well, runners on the corner, 2 outs. And a ball into the gap could tie the game. So from the score being 8-3, it's now 8-6.
And it's now cold, man. Let's go home. First pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Valdez just blew her away there. Elena Valdez said, "I will huff and I will puff." And she blows strike 1 right by Brooke Campbell. The pitch swung on and popped foul back towards us and caught by a fan. Nice play. Man, it should be out number 3 right there. She's out. So 0-2, and Cabrillo down to their last strike again.
So what is that, number 20 now?
Oh, yeah, it's got to be something like that. Something like that.
We done lost count a month ago.
Yeah, we beat and lost count, I'm telling you. Squaring around to bunt. Why? I have no idea. Pulls back. And check swing, strike 3, and the ball game is over. It wouldn't have been right if they didn't have a little bit of a scare and a frustrated Brooke Campbell back to the Cabrillo dugout. The game is over. 3 runs in the top of the 7th for, I almost said Seattle, the Seahawks, and they make it a pretty close and entertaining contest. 8-6, the Jaguars will eke out the win, and they do it behind a good pitching performance from Elena Valdez coming in off the bench to relieve Chelsea Raymond. She fought through the rib injury to provide some innings for San Jose. 3 scoreless innings and a 3-run 7th. But the Jags swung the bats today. A good job hitting and very patient at the plate, as from the very beginning of the game all the way through, they drew a lot of walks.
Yeah, so we're getting. Yeah, so we are getting our. So we're getting our stats page loaded up here, but Wasn't the best ending to a game, but at the end of the day, a win's a win, and there's nothing you can say about that. Elena Valdez picks up win number 5 on the year as the Jags improve to 5-4 on the season. Felix with another great game, going 3 for 4. Again, 3 for 4 on the day. Is getting a couple runs. Hey, if you haven't figured it out already, hey, it's cold. That's what this pause is for. Malia Venegas with a 3 RBI game. Now, one of them was via walk, but it counts all the same. Elena Valdez is 4 in the 3rd innings with 4 strikeouts.
So, big day by the Jaguars offensively. They get 8 runs. But, Steve, how many walks did they draw today?
We're about to find that out. 6.
6 walks. And of those 6, I got to imagine at least half of them came around to score. So it's really important as a pitcher to just throw strikes, force the other team to beat you. And it just wasn't the best day for really both pitching staffs in terms of controlling the walks. But the Jaguars battled, and that's what you want to see out of a team that just came from the state championship series with a lot of freshmen. Like you mentioned at the top of the telecast, they're young. They got a lot of freshmen, but they're talented, they're well coached, and they battle.
Yeah, and you look at any Rooney team, and there's only one thing you see, that's going to be it. It's going to be it. I mean, there's going to be great fielding as we've seen for the 7 years that we've been here, and probably most likely the entire 32 years she's been here, and you're gonna see, and even if it doesn't result in something positive, you're gonna see battling at the plate, and we really saw that from Carissa Smith and her two times up. I mean, she saw a total of 20 pitches, which resulted in 2 walks.
Yeah, those were 2 brilliant at-bats. Fighting off as many pitches as she did, living to see another pitch, and then working 2 walks. She scored on one of them. This is the type of battling that the Jags have to do to scratch and claw to win games like this. So, very impressive win for San Jose here at home.
Yeah, most certainly it is. And while we have the moment here, next time we'll be with you will be a Saturday for a makeup game with Folsom Lake. The game time is at 1, but we'll be with you, as always, slightly before that. Yeah, we have some ads playing here in the stadium. We'll be here slightly before that, about 12:45 here with the pre-show. And hey, it's cold, so we're gonna get up out of here. Hey, Lamel, I don't know if you watch these, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Get Rooney her press box. We've been dealing with this for too damn long.
Exactly.
We've been up in here too damn long.
We've been praying on it, man. Let's go.
Hey, I'm even make this formal. Mr. Harris, please get us one. It's one, but hey, we gonna get up out of here. Jag win, 8-6 final. We'll see you Saturday.